We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Rolling to his right. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Mayfield's throw pulled in by Schwartz. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Mayfield looks to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Gostkowski the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 50, it's Watson. Caught here by Conley. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks.
I thought that Brandon Cooks took over the #1 role for the Texans after DeAndre Hopkins was shipped to Arizona, and he wound up with a team-leading 81 catches in 2020, his most since 2015.
Watson off play action. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's got Jordan complete right side. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Again, it's Watson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to 4.
14, Texans 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go. 51's Mike. Mike's 51.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. His throw incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Watson. He's got the hookup with Conley. And he is going to have a Texans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got his target, Chris Conley. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Kermit. Alert flare. Flare. Jam. Watch the ship. Alert. Watch the ship. Under 10.
Watson looks to throw again.
Check out three.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now a play fake here on 1st down. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Check pass. 51's the mic.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Watch one. Time to go. Night. So Mike's number one.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's returnable now for Smith. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
43 is the mic.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
From the red zone now, Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Grenard.
You better
Able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You're trash. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58, watch out.
From the gun, Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jordan Jenkins gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also down now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10.
30 set. UAT. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Watson's throw complete there to Conley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now it's Watson.
Here we go.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second and a couple, Watson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, third and 2. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a first and 10. Now Mayfield. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to air one out. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Deuce.
Mayfield with it once more. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Watson, he sets to fire deep. This is caught at the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
We spend a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spend a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. It's a party now. Whoa!
Here's Watson.
Here we go.
He's got it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To the air yet again, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Hey, alert 33. Let's get that ball. Mike, let's go.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 46 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is down to a field goal. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
A pass complete here to Conley. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On first down, Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins, 31 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
58.
Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Hey, regular. You ain't going nowhere. Back.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the...
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 21. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Following the interception, Mayfield. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Sponge.
Point it right.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Handoff comes to Chubb. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield on play action. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
50 yards on the ground for him so far. 2nd and 2.
Mike 34. Check Mike, check Mike. Shift.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Watson now to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Fairbairn able to put this one through. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. From the 31, Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. That's Schwartz. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. To throw, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And that is going to do it. This third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Watch 9, watch 9. Single, single.
Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He gets it to Cooks. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Watson on 1st down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson. This one left side caught by Collins. And some room to roam now. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous. Mike 28. Mike 28.
From the gun, here's Watson. Shakes off the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. After the interception, here's Watson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They can't hang with us. Mike 43.
Faking the give. Now Watson.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Set. 19. Watch tight end. 24. Check, check. 43.
To throw is Watson.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Let's go. Mike.
Mayfield now. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Eric Wilson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? is for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
On second down, there's the option going left. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
In your face.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Hey, set. 19. 34. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
43. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Browns signal for the second outs as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The Browns will quickly use their... Third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Real chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They're going with Lindsey, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's...
And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 62 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for two. One last shot for Mayfield here. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. Partner, pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end, though. This game ended on a rare onside kick, but they didn't recover it.
And they were in great shape anyway, but going ahead and recovering, finishing things off, being part of that good hands team, it's an honor, but you want to make sure you do actually recover the ball.
Well, I'm just glad that it gave us a little something there at the end because this one was over beforehand.
You're right. You're exactly right. Down the stretch, last one. Yeah, that gives a little something to bounce out of here on.
So for Houston, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.